Live from San Diego, this is KUSI News.
Hey, coming up, tickets are now on sale for the next season of the San Diego Opera.
Certainly are. We're going to have a look at the show's lineup and how you can get tickets when we come back on Good Morning San Diego. Well, the San Diego Opera has announced its new 2025-26 lineup. General Director and CEO of the San Diego Opera, David Bennett, is joining us now to share more. Good morning, David. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on a holiday.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
You're laboring on Labor Day. This is always so exciting to see the lineup, and I know there's a lot of excitement surrounding this one. So tell us a little bit about some of the highlights for the year.
So we have a very robust season that goes on sale tomorrow. Single operas are on sale tomorrow. 4 operas, so we were expanding from 3 to 4 this year, which is terrific.
It's a big change.
A big change. 3 at the Civic Theater, which is our typical home. So we have 3 operas there. Pagliacci opens on October 31st, so on Halloween. Carmen is the end of the season. In between, we have the Barber of Seville, but we also have a chamber opera, which is a smaller opera, more intimate sort of opera at the Balboa Theater in July. So an expanded season.
Now, how does it work? What would you say about the Balboa Theater in July and that?
It's a beautiful theater.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful theater for singing. The room is really warm and inviting, and it's not tiny, but it's not as big and vast as the Civic Theater is. So it's just a very different experience. And the opera that we're doing there is a very beautiful love story.
Oh, great acoustics there.
Great acoustics. For
a smaller setting.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll talk about the Barber of Seville. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, you know, it's the story of Figaro, which we all remember from cartoons and commercials, and it's a great, funny, sparkling love story. Figaro the barber is pursuing Rosina, his true love, and he, of course, gets the girl at the end. So, great love story.
We all
a lot
like
of fun.
happy endings, which typically don't happen in the operas, right? They're a little tragic.
There's a lot of murder in opera, but sometimes it happens on a nice note, and that's what happens with the Barber of Seville.
And then we have the classic Carmen, which is, I think, a great, I don't know, it's a great segue, I think, for people who are not used to typical opera, right?
It's a great first-time opera.
Yeah.
So we say an opera-curious person would love Carmen. Great love story, tragic, but the greatest femme fatale in all of opera, Carmen.
And then what was our final one? We didn't.
We started with Pagliacci,
Yeah.
and the final one is Fellow Travelers, which is a love story set in the 1950s, Washington, D.C. Beautiful, beautiful story, and that will be in the summer at the Balboa Theater.
And a lot of the production that goes into it is really something that I think is so important to watch as you're looking at these operas and how they change over time. What would you say is so, you know, if you've enjoyed operas in other cities and not yet here in San Diego, what is there to watch for?
So every opera is different. You see a Carmen in one city, it's probably not going to be the same Carmen you see here. The sets and costumes will probably be different. The singers will be different. So every time you experience it, it's a new experience. And remember, opera is really grand, big emotions. And if you've not been, that's what you'll get to see, which is really terrific.
You know, I kind of wonder how opera in San Diego has evolved over the years, and what you find really speaks to the audience here.
Most opera audiences still love the classics, right? The big titles, and that holds true here. Holds true everywhere. Same thing with the Metropolitan Opera in New York City. But we are bringing in newer operas, which is really exciting to engage new audiences. A few years ago, we commissioned a new opera about Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera, which has had huge success all over the country. So we're doing a combination of things here to make sure that we bring opera lovers in and people that are curious about opera and haven't been.
How do you draw in that new opera viewer?
So if you've not been, we try to explain to the beginning, it's about big passions, big emotions. That'll be your great experience, but also what's the centerpiece of opera is the beauty of the human voice.
Yeah.
And so if you've not been, when you experience that, you'll get bitten by it, and you'll want to come back.
All right, so tickets go on sales for the season starting tomorrow.
Tomorrow, exactly.
Single shows.
And single shows, but we still obviously offer a package for a subscription if anyone would like that. It's less cost, more operas cost less. So we still encourage people to subscribe, but single tickets on sale starting tomorrow.
All right, where can they go?
sdopera.org, www.sdopera.org.
Okay, and I know we'll have a link on our website as well. But David, best of luck for a new season,
Thank you.
and looking forward to it.
Thanks very much for having me.
All right.